Hey everyone, it's DeathFromAbove and welcome back to the channel. And I've just purchased the Halloween pass, which for something around 11 or 12 euros gives you a lot of items, but most important ones. The first thing you get is a brand new British Tier 6 premium cruiser, which is called the London. Gets 2 smoke generators, 3 precise aiming system, that's good, but it's also a very big target, as you can see. It's absolutely gigantic. Is it any good? Well, let's find out, shall we? So let's compare the London to a series of other Tier 6 cruiser equipped with the same kind of guns and the other British Tech 3 cruiser, the Leander. So the London is a huge target and it's also a not very well defended one, doesn't have a lot of hit points, protections are quite average. You definitely want to be very careful with that ship, especially when engaging battleships. Maneuverability is also not excellent for the tier, so that's something that you definitely want to be improving. The guns are good. You get 8 203mm guns, same as the Trento, a little bit less than the Pensacola, with a range of 11 km average for the tier, and that's giving you a surprisingly good HE DPM combined with a good fire chance of 3.2, so you can definitely be using HE against heavy armored ships, and a pretty good AP DPM of 37,000, only beaten by the Pensacola's 45,000, and that's okay because the Pensacola basically has 2 more guns. So good DPM. You want to improve the turret traverse. 8 degrees is not enough for a cruiser. No secondaries. Torpedoes are pretty average for the tier. That's your usual for 533mm torpedoes and a burst damage of 13,000. Nothing special here. So DPM is okay. It's not the best, it's also not the worst, but it's definitely on the higher end of the Tier 6, so that's a good ship with regards to that, and the AA damage is average as well. So let's see how our huge size and weak protections play out in a battle. So matchmaking has been relatively kind to us. It's given us 2 light cruisers and 2 destroyers, which we will be able to take on no problem, but I need to watch out for the Gneisenau and the 2 Bayerns, because these ships with their big caliber guns are completely going to destroy me, and their low accuracy won't count because I am such a big target. So you really want to avoid battleships at all costs. So the game starts, we're going to go towards C. And I'm going to check that I'm not going to go there alone, because if one of the 3 battleships pops out there, I'm going to go down very quickly. So I see that the other 2 battleships are turning in my direction. I'm probably going to slow down a little bit to give them time to catch up. So I'm going to play my role of a scout, but I'm not going to do that stupidly. I'm going to slow down and give them some time to catch up. So let's see what we will find at C. There you go, still slowing down, and I'm accelerating a bit now that I am sure that the 2 battleships are just coming behind me. Enemy team is capping A, so that's one of the 2 destroyers, the other one is at B. That's good. Where are the 2 battleships? They haven't been spotted. The 3 battleships, sorry, they haven't been spotted yet. Let's engage that first destroyer. And I completely missed, that's very nice. And I'm spotted. So who spotted me? Probably that destroyer. And I see that 2 ships are targeting me. There you go, I'm popping smoke. Those are the 2 battleships. So yeah. You're a huge target, you're a very weak target, but you've got smoke, so that allows you to get out of jail for free, but only 2 times in a game, so you really need to use them wisely. I still have around 12 seconds off, and fuck, there's the Gneisenau. There's the Gneisenau, and I'm within its secondaries range. I'm probably going to be there quite soon, so I'm going to run away as fast as I can, and let's see how much damage I take in the process, because that's not going to go very well for me. There you go, giving broadside to the Gneisenau and the Bayern. The first salvo misses me, that's good, and the second one, bam, that's half of my life in 2 salvos. Jesus Christ, even German ships cannot miss that ship, that's absolutely atrocious. So you really want to be super careful with the London, because every time a battleship is going to be shooting at you, it's going to hit you, no problem. That's really the West Virginia of Tier 6 cruisers, I think. Allez, Now that the Gneisenau is busy with another one of my ships, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to try to score a couple of hits on him. So I switched to HE. In the meantime, you've also seen that the AP shell worked. Oh la la la, that's another salvo from the Bayern, my god. That the AP shells also worked very well against battleships, so here I'm just gonna try the HE shells, and surprise, surprise, they're quite good. There you go, that's a couple of pens, but I probably would be doing better with AP shells and aiming, because frankly at tier 6, 203mm guns are very, very good indeed, and you do not suffer from the same, I would say, penetration issues that you would have, for example, at tier 8 or 9. So there we go, putting a couple of shells into that Gneisenau is coming within torpedo range, but I've already fired the torpedoes on the left, so I'm going to simply turn and use the right torpedoes, and I am not maneuverable. It takes forever to turn. I think the Gneisenau is even turning faster than me, so I'm really, I'm not lucky because I didn't want to go there alone without any battleships, and that was the right decision. For those who are still wondering, just watch my map awareness video, and really, you absolutely need to exercise that with that ship. So I'm going to finish the Gneisenau with my torpedoes. There you go, bye-bye. The HE shells doing the business there, so that's very good, and that is kill number 1 of the game, and the game is basically over because we cleared the 3 battleships, and what is left are my preferred targets. The destroyers and the light cruiser. So let's see how our guns perform on the destroyer. 4 shells, and there we go, 3 penetrations, and all of them full damage. That is very, very good. That ship is excellent at taking on destroyers and other light cruisers. But for the love of God, just stay away from battleships. Just I'm going to go back to port immediately. So let's finish that Fubuki. There you go, bye-bye. That is kill number 2, and now it's an easy game. I'm going to be able to get a little bit of health back soon. And what is left there, a Leander and another destroyer. So I need to watch out for that Leander, because if he decides to shoot his torpedoes at me, I will go down in one salvo. So I'm going to approach him from the right. I'm going to preempt my guns. And I absolutely need to clear him before he launches his torpedoes. So I'm taking a little bit of risk there. No torpedoes. Okay, let's go ahead. Will we be able to finish him? There he is, popping out. One salvo to take care of the Leander, and that will certainly do it. And there we go. Bye-bye. Kill number 3, and there's one destroyer left, and we're going to go hunting them on the left of that island. And let's see if we can find him again. So, what do I think of that ship? Well, first things first, for 11 euros you get the pass and the ship, and for me it's really a bargain. If you absolutely do not want to spend money on that game, then do not buy it, that's your decision, but frankly speaking, that is a very, very cheap package, and you get a premium British cruiser to train your British cruisers, commanders for the whole line, so that's a very good option. I would say the following: if you already have the Belfast, you do not need to buy that ship. The Belfast is a much better value proposition in every single aspect. The Belfast does not have torpedoes, but it does have the HE shells, it does have the smoke charges, it's even got 3 of them, and it's a much smaller and much more nimble target, so you will be able to effectively dodge shells, and you will be as effective, if not more effective, when fighting destroyers and other cruisers. So the Belfast is a better proposition. If you do not have the Belfast and you're not willing to wait, then you go, that's skill number 4. Just take the London with the Blitz pass, it's still a very, very good offer. Just be aware that that ship is really, really unforgiving. That's the least I can say, and as you've seen today, in 2 salvos I lost half of my health, and the third one almost finished me. So there you go, that was Death from Above. I'll leave you for now. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Stay safe, take care, bye bye.